Hello, Kauai. This is your County of Kauai briefing for Thursday, April 14th. Our case count is up slightly from last week, but it remains low. Our 7-day case average is now about 6 cases per day. Kauai's test positivity rate is now about 6%, up from just over 3% last week. This increase is likely due to the Omicron subvariant BA2, which has been detected here on Kauai. For more, let's turn it over to Kauai District Health Officer Dr. Janet Perriman.
Thanks, Mayor. While this week's modest increase in cases is concerning, it's not a cause for alarm. Our case increase is following the trends we've seen on the mainland, where BA2 accounts for over 80% of cases, and case counts are rising. BA2 is not yet the dominant strain on Kauai, but we expect it to continue increasing and become the predominant strain. It's too early to tell how serious this increase will be or how long it will last. With BA2 in our community and cases rising here and on the mainland, it makes sense to exercise caution.
Thanks for that update on BA2. What steps do you recommend people take to stay safe?
The Department of Health recommends wearing a mask in indoor crowded places. If you feel sick, stay home and get tested or take a home test. Precautions are especially important for those with chronic health conditions or a weakened immune system and for our kupuna. Those who live or work with people at increased risk should also take precautions. Getting vaccinated and boosted remains the most effective way to avoid severe illness, hospitalization, and death.
What is the latest on booster eligibility and available treatments for people who do contract COVID?
Adults 50 and older are now eligible for a second booster of Pfizer or Moderna vaccines. People under 50 with weakened immune systems are also eligible for a second booster. For younger, healthy people, one booster is enough for now. If you're eligible, you can get a booster 4 months or more after your last shot. For a list of pharmacies and clinics on Kauai where you can get a vaccine or booster, please visit kauai.gov/COVID-19. There are several treatments available for COVID. These are particularly important for people at higher risk. They are more effective when given early, and they require a prescription. If you test positive, even with a home test, and are in a higher risk group, or are unvaccinated or haven't had your boosters, talk to a healthcare provider to see if you should receive treatment.
Final question. How are home test kits affecting our daily case counts, and do you recommend using them?
The average daily case counts that we report do not include home test results. As more and more people use home test kits, this means that the most important thing we're looking at is the trend in case counts. Are cases increasing, stable, or decreasing, rather than the exact number? Home test kits are a great resource. Many are available for free, and they let people test quickly in the privacy of their own homes. A positive home test lets you do the right thing without delay and without waiting to hear from the Department of Health. Isolate at home for 5 full days. Let your employer, school, and/or close contacts know you've tested positive. And if you are at higher risk, or are unvaccinated or haven't received your boosters, talk to a healthcare provider about getting early treatment.
Thanks, Dr. B. The federal government just extended the mandate requiring masks on all public transportation for an additional 2 weeks due to the BA2 surge on the mainland. So we must continue wearing masks on buses, including the Kauai bus and private shuttles, and at the airport and on planes through May 3rd. Thanks for supporting our bus drivers and airport workers doing their job enforcing this federal mandate. We are keeping the county's COVID testing centers open, with the exception to holidays. The free same-day testing center at the War Memorial Convention Hall in Lihue is open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. It will be closed Friday for the Good Friday state holiday and will reopen Monday. The mobile testing van will be closed Friday when it is normally in Kalaheo and closed on Easter Sunday when it is normally in Kapa'a. The testing van will be open this Saturday, April 16th at the Hanalei Neighborhood Center from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. It is also open Wednesdays at the Kikaha Neighborhood Center and Thursdays in Kilauea from 9 to 1 each day. You can walk in whenever they are open and get your results within 6 hours. The annual statewide point-in-time count, a real-time count of people experiencing homelessness on a single night, was released last week. Volunteers counted a total of 444 homeless individuals on Kauai, including 404 who were unsheltered and 40 who were sheltered. This is an increase of 20 more homeless individuals from the most recent count in 2020. This year's point-in-time count was conducted in January. Thank you to everyone at the Kauai Community Alliance and Bridging the Gap for organizing this important effort, which is required for our community to receive more federal funding to address homelessness. And a huge mahalo to all of the volunteers who participated in the actual count in January. The Kauai Housing Agency will continue pushing to create more affordable housing for Kauai residents, like the recent developments at Waimea Huakai, Kealaula, and the Pualoke apartments, and our ongoing development at Limaola. The county's coronavirus rental and utility assistance program successfully distributed $20 million in emergency rental assistance to Kauai households suffering hardship due to the pandemic. The program is temporarily on pause for the month of April while it transitions to a new round of funding from the federal government. New applications are still being accepted and reviewed for processing in May, when the program reopens. If you are in need, please visit kauaiRentHelp.com for more information. Most county offices and services will be closed for Good Friday and Easter Sunday. Closures include neighborhood centers, swimming pools, recycling centers, refuse transfer stations, and the landfill. The Kauai bus will operate on its normal schedule all weekend, and residential trash pickup will still happen on its normal schedule. Regular business hours for county offices will resume on Monday. Have a great Easter weekend with your ohana. Mahalo, Kauai.